Hi friends, how are you? I'm here to read a story to you today, one of my favorite fairy tales called The Three Little Pigs. So this is the story you might have heard before, or maybe you haven't read this story before. It is about a story about three little pigs who buy materials from a man to build a house. One of them makes a house out of sticks, one of them makes a house out of straw, and one of them makes a house out of bricks. And then a mean character called the Big Bad Wolf comes along and tries to blow their house down. So let's read to find out what happens in The Three Little Pigs. The Three Little Pigs. Once upon a time, there were three little pigs. They lived with their mother in a snug little house until the pigs grew too big. "It's time you found homes of your own," said their mother. So off they trotted on their short pink legs, trittity-trot, trittity-trot, trittity-trot. "Watch out for the big bad wolf," called Mother Pig. Soon they met a man selling straw. "Oh, squealed the first little pig. "May I buy some?" "I'm going to build a straw house," he announced. He set to work right away. His house had 4 straw walls, a neat straw floor, and a fine straw roof, and a stylish straw door. "Isn't it grand?" said the first little pig. The others weren't so sure. They muttered and tutted and then trotted away. Soon they met a man selling sticks. "Ooh," squealed the second little pig. "May I buy some?" "I'm going to build a stick house," he said proudly. "Isn't my house grand? Sticks are better than straw." The third little pig wasn't so sure. She trotted on until, what do you see in the background here? Who do you think, who's this? You see that? There's that big bad wolf that Mom warned them about. She found some bricks. "Ooh, please, may I buy some?" She asked. "I'm going to build a brick house." Brick houses are the best of all. The next day, the big bad wolf came to the straw house. The little pig, "Little pig, little pig, let me in," he called. "Not by the hair on my chinny chin chin," said the first little pig. "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in." The wolf huffed and he puffed and he blew the house in. Look at that. The house. He blew that house right in, and that pig didn't have a house anymore. The little pig ran as fast as he could to the stick house. The wolf was right behind him. Little pigs, let me in," cried the wolf. "Not by the hair on our chinny chins," cried the two little pigs. Can you be the little pigs with me? Let's say that part together again. "Not by the hair on our chinny chins." And now this is the big wolf's part. Now he says, "Then I'll huff." Do it with me in a wolf voice. "And I'll puff and I'll blow your house in." And he huffed. Can you see that? And he puffed. And what happened? Until at last he blew the house in. Look at that, the house of sticks isn't there anymore. Wasn't strong enough to hold the breath of the wolf. The little pigs ran as fast as they could to which house did they go to? That's right, they went to that brick house. The wolf was just behind him, and he said, little pigs, let me in." And they yelled. Do you remember what they said? "Not by the hair on our chinny chins." Then I'll, so say it with me in your best wolf voice. Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow the house in, cried the wolf. And he huffed and he puffed and he huffed and he puffed. He huffed and he puffed and he huffed and he puffed until, what do you think happened? He ran out of puff. Hee, laughed the three little pigs. You can't get in. But the wolf jumped onto the roof. Look at him, he jumped onto the roof. He slid down the chimney and landed splush in the cooking pot. The third little pig picked up the lid and all three slammed it on. So there, that wolf is in there. He's in the hot pot of hot water. It's like they're making him into soup. By the hair on our chinny chin chins, they said, we won't be seeing that wolf again. That's one of my favorite fairy tales. It's a really fun story to read, and there's lots of fun activities that we're going to be doing with it this week. So I put a link to another story, a story kind of like this one, but it has a little bit of a different ending. It's called what's it called? The Somewhat Bad Wolf, The Little Pigs and the Somewhat Bad Wolf. So watch that one, and then you're going to compare the stories and decide which one you like best. Thanks for joining me for story time. Bye.